Hello, and welcome to Dave TV. Dave TV for the thine. Okay, today is the 23rd of July. How you doing, everybody? Dave TV is on the air. So I'm listening to I don't know, man. I can't listen to WMAL in the mornings without coming away depressed and dispirited. What a dumb station. Larry O'Connor today, he goes something like, gee, what if they name the royal baby George? Won't all the liberals be furious because they'll connect it with George Zimmerman? And of course, according to Larry, all the liberals were rooting against George Zimmerman. It's like, I mean, it takes a certain kind of stupidity, utter stupidity, to even come up with some kind of a crackpot idea like that. That liberals are going to say, why'd they name the baby George? Boy, that's the same name as George. I mean, that's ridiculous. Utterly. That's how stupid WMAL has become. Absolutely just mindlessly stupid. Hi, I'm a WMAL ad salesman. Buy an ad on our station and we're surrounded with incendiary stupidity. Jeez Louise, man. So how y'all doing, everybody? So we did get the latest radio ratings. Got some interesting behind-the-scenes stuff from one of my radio gurus out there. You know, the latest numbers, no huge changes. I mean, Hot 99.5, WTOP, WAMU, pretty much all at the top of the ratings, as they usually are. Wash is doing well. HUR and KYS are doing well. Big is doing well. MMJ, Fresh 94.7. It looks like it's finally, CBS Radio here in DC finally has a regular top 10 performer. For years they can't get a station in the top 10. Now it looks like week after week, Fresh is actually hitting the 9 mark or the 10 mark. So they finally, 5 FMers, they finally got one in the top 10. Congratulations to Steve Swenson. But anyhow, MZQ, DC 101, they're at 11th place. PGC it's coming up a little bit in the numbers, but the Pablo show is still 20th place. JFK, actually a fairly strong week for JFK here on the second week of July. They're up to 14th place, which is pretty good for them. Hey, that's almost Don and Mike era numbers. And Mix 107.3, 15th place. And, Mr. Weiss there, Burt Weiss in the morning, 16th place. That's not Jack. It's still lower than Jack Diamond, but it's not a complete friggin' disaster. El Zol at 16th. MAL 18th place, 17th in mornings, and this is the money demo, okay. TEM, not doing too great, down at 21st place, and NEW at, 27th place. But my radio guru says, notice in these latest trending numbers, in the men, that was all sexes, all 5 sexes, 25-54. Notice in men 25-54, both sports stations are underperforming among males. Both WJFK and WTEM are underperforming among men. I like the Junkies. I do like them. They're nice guys. But their ratings, Arrington and Dukes in afternoons, Here's Andy Pollin. The big news today, Andy Pollin is no longer on the Sports Reporter show on WTEM, Dan Snyder's ESPN 980. He is saying sayonara. I don't know if he's being pulled off the show or he went off the show. I don't know. So now it's going to be like they're paying Chris Cooley and they're going to pair him with Al Galdi and Steve Zabin for afternoons on WTEM. Andy Pollin is going to sub-host the late morning slot where, because, Tony Kornheiser goes on those long vacations. So I guess for most of August we'll have Andy Pollin there doing the late morning slot. But what's going to happen to Andy? I think a good move for Andy would be to jump over to JFK and to maybe do the afternoon show or do one of the slots. Maybe, I don't know. I think he's a good talent, and I think he would be better used there at WJFK in evenings or maybe afternoon drive. But somebody needs to kick some ass over there at JFK. But it's interesting how my radio guru says both sports stations are underperforming in men. WNEW continues to languish, 27th place in the money demo. There was a little bump up there, it was like, okay, they launched their station in 2000 and when did they launch? Early 2012. They were starting to climb up a little bit, and then they're back down again. And even in the Baltimore market, where they got a good signal, no, WNEW is definitely languishing. The urban stations are doing better. WHUR is growing. It's growing in its Q numbers, whatever that means. Almost as good as WTOP. And that's without an afternoon host. There's still, who knows who's going to be hosting on HUR in afternoons. We never know. So TOP is doing well, as always. HUR is doing well. AMU is doing well. Now, my source says MAL, they actually are doing well in CUME, I guess, which is that total number of listeners, but they've lost an hour of time spent listening, and they're still skewing old. So TOP, Hot 99.5, WASH doing well, HUR, KYS, Big, WAMU, MMJ, WIAD, Fresh 94.7 continues to climb, MZQ. Now, okay, more news about MZQ. Aly Jacobs there. Aly Jacobs used to be with Jack Diamond there in mornings, and she doesn't tell me. One of her friends tells me that she didn't get fired. She just, they didn't need her anymore. They're not doing the show locally. Why do they need they got somebody else already there. So, manning the fort in the Washington studio all by themselves while they're listening to Burt Weiss get piped in from Atlanta. So basically, she kind of, adios, there's nothing here for me to do anymore. So Aly will now be joining Boxer on MZQ's morning show, which is interesting because Boxer's numbers are up. MZQ's, he's up to like 10th or 9th place. So I guess they figure, she'll make it even better. So maybe she will. She'll bring some all those old chicks over from RQX. Okay, so the top stations for women. Here are the top stations for women right now in the latest ratings. HUR, WASH, Hot 99.5, and WTOP. Those are what women are listening to the most. What are the men listening to the most? WTOP, KYS, Big, and Hot 99.5. Notice the sports talkers, TEM and JFK, aren't there. In the mornings, what are the most popular stations? Of course, TOP, WAMU, Hot 99.5 with Kane, and HUR with Steve Harvey. So those are some cool numbers. All right, folks. We got our summer fundraiser going on here at DCRTV.com. Help support the site. Send us some bucks. Make it $29 and you'll get a full 2 years of DCRTV Plus. And since my camo pants are starting to get all ratty, I need some new camo pants. So if you want to make a donation to camo pants, men's camo pants, they can be knockoffs, they can be authentic, whatever, authentic military, whatever. They can be desert, they can be any kind of variety, jungle camo, whatever. They got to be somewhere around size 30. They can be 28s or 32s or 30s, somewhere in that range. Send them over. The address is on the support page. Just click on the support link on DCRTV. You'll see my address. Mail the pants to me. Send me your address. Send me your email, and I'll get you. I'll give you a year of DCRTV Plus. Okay, no money at all. Just some cool camo pants. So that's good through the end of the month. Hey, I got power, baby. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Dave TV on this 23rd of July, 2013. Book 'em, Dano.